Tonight, we're on episode 2 of our Dragonbane campaign. This episode is titled Bothild's Lode. So we'll take a look and we'll pick up from the last episode. If you haven't already seen that last episode, I'm going to tell you, I'll put a little annotation up here that you can click on that at first episode, and there's also a playlist on YouTube that you can start from the beginning if you'd like, but we'd if you're more than willing to start with episode 2. I will tell you that this is Dragonbane. This is a game coming out by Freely Publishing. It's kind of in like a beta mode at this moment. They've put out the rule book. Some of the adventure sites and everything are already out to backers. I think it's still available, and you can still pledge manage for it. So if you want to back it after the fact, I think you can at this point. Don't quote me on that, but you can double check. I think I put the link in the description. If you enjoy this actual play, please hit that like button down below. Or if you're just a fan of Dragonbane, we'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. It always helps with all the YouTube analytics, the YouTube magic that has to happen here. But yeah, we've got a great cast. We're just gonna kind of pick up where we left off, and I'll bring the crew on. And as I set up the scene, so when we last left our 4 adventures, I should say. Was it 4 or 5? I think it was 4, right? It was 4. So when we last left our 4 adventurers, they were on the road in between, on the way to Bothild's Lode, which is like this mine, which I'll show in just a moment. They were given a part of a statuette, which is like the key to this big, powerful sword that they're tasked to kind of obtain for this person in Outskirt that asked them to kind of Lenara, who asked them to assemble the 4 pieces and get the key so that they could obtain the sword, because there's things happening behind the scenes. So they're on the way to Bothild's Lode, which is a potential site for a second piece of this statuette. And along the road, they were confronted by this rat-looking, face-sounding ruffian and his 3 thugs that surrounded them and said, "Give me all your valuables, or your adventures and lives end here." And that's why we're going to bring in the 4 crew that were in there. And so he's holding this big knife and up to, and all of his thugs are surrounding around you, and says, "What you gonna do? Give me your valuables. Empty out your..."
No.
Not a chance, you dirty rat.
Nope.
So, no.
I think you don't really have a chance, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, and there's only 4 of you.
You can count. That's impressive.
So I think you're outnumbered.
That is impressive. And I will snarl and pull out my mace and my throwing spear in the other hand and just look him dead in the eye, steely gaze.
Yeah, it's going to be like that, huh? And then all of a sudden, from behind you all, outside of this all this commotion, a new adventurer appears.
Woohoo!
Behind them or from behind us?
From behind you all, because he's kind of got you surrounded. You're in the middle.
Okay.
Him and his thugs have got you surrounded. And behind you, out from the woods, pops a stranger, someone that we haven't encountered yet. And Orla, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah. So I'm playing Orla, Orla Moonsilver, an adult
definitely an adult. Says so on the character sheet. Elf, hunter. Yes. No children here tonight, folks. Just adults. Yeah.
Okay.
You fellows look like you could use some help. Here, take this shield.
And then Orla flings a shield, just a small shield, kind of frisbee style, over Macander's way, because he looks kind of like the buffest. He looks like he could probably use a shield at this point.
He looks like he has a desperate desire for a shield.
Shield, yeah.
I will
It's
duck
that
as
whole-
it goes by,
it's-
as if
it's
it's going
that
to hit
whole-
me.
It's that whole
You
Captain
looked
America.
kind of naked without it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
with a gleam in my eye, I'll catch it with one hand and kind of just slide it onto my arm.
All right, awesome.
You made a new friend, Macander.
So now you all are pretty much one-on-one with a thug and Baston and the rat-faced leader are kind of nose to nose, and you all can kind of take up a. You can each take one of these thugs if you'd like. Of course, the sudden arrival of Orla kind of surprises them, and they kind of whip around real quick. And at this point, I will let Orla make an attack of opportunity, as well as everybody else, except for the rat guy. But everybody else can make an attack of opportunity when you see that they're all.
Wait, what makes an attack of opportunity an attack of opportunity?
Basically, you get to go first before they get to act.
So like other bonuses, we just get to act before initiative starts.
Basically before we roll initiative, I'm going to let you all take a swing, except for Baston, because we're face to face at this point.
Yeah, I'm already locked in.
I'll let you go. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
I wanna stab the thug in front of me.
Okay.
With my knives.
Sure. Give me a roll for that.
My dice know that it's a roll under system.
Is it rolling high?
Yes.
All right. So you go to stab this thug in front of you, and he just kind of grabs your arm and kind of swats it away.
They don't just roll low, folks. They roll the opposite of whatever I need.
Macander, would you like to go next?
Sure. I will take a step forward and do kind of an overhead chop with my battle axe.
Sure.
There's a success.
All right.
So I'm definitely going to remember the damage bonus this time.
Nice. Definitely.
2, 7, and 8 damage.
All right. So he's got leather 1, so he's going to say that he's going to try to evade it and fails miserably. And yeah, he takes Macander. You said it was 9 damage?
8.
8. So he's going to take 7 points of damage. Awesome. So yeah, you hit him right down on the shoulder, and you can see he kind of stumbles down and takes that big blow. Orla, would you like to go next?
Yeah. So is the rat-faced guy still standing?
The rat-faced guy is in front of Baston, because he kind of cut you off but yeah, he's still standing.
Yeah. Can I, if I make a shot from my bow, can I get around Baston at this point?
Sure. Yeah. We'll say you've got pretty good skill. Yeah. We won't give you a Bane for that. So with this system, there's a Bane and Boon. Bane means that you roll with disadvantage. Boon means you roll with advantage. So
okay, gotcha.
But I'll let you, since you're kind of giving an early shot out.
Okay. Yeah. Good. So I just rolled marksmanship. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just that flat number, trying to get less than it. I got less than it. That's
awesome.
good.
And so what is your
And then damage on the weapon says 2d6, and then it says I have a damage bonus for agility of d6. Do I
Awesome.
add that?
Marksmanship is an agility trait, correct? Or
Yeah,
attribute?
it is.
Awesome. Or skill.
So total of 3d6 I rolled?
So 3d6 for that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's try it. Wow, that's a lot of 5s. 15.
15. Wow. Yeah, you see him you kind of eyeball and take a second and really kind of get that arrow right dead on. It goes right into his chest, right above his heart, right below the shoulder, and goes all the way straight through and sticks in there. And the arrow tip comes out the other side, and you can just see him just like fall back and stumble to the ground, and not expecting that at all. Archmaster Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I will step forward to face the guy in front of me, and I'll say, "We have no time for this," and I'll curl my hands up and shove them forward and toss a fireball at the one in front of me.
Nice. I love it.
And I did the roll under. I'm going to make it a 2-power one, so it's going to be 2d6. 10 damage.
Awesome. So he has 1 armor. So I'll wait, make sure he fails that evade. So yes. This is Eowyn. He takes 9 damage. You see him. You blast that fireball from your hands, and it just kind of all of a sudden just envelops the whole front of him, and just kind of his greasy face. The fire dies down, but the grease from his face kind of stays flickering, and you can see him kind of wiping it, trying to wipe it off, and
I invented napalm.
Then he's just trying to pat it and trying to get it down, but he'll take 9 points of fire damage.
Excellent.
And you can just tell that he's in rough shape. Did everybody get to go? I think everybody got to go. Baston did not get to go because him and the rat.
Right, because they're actually in a direct face-off.
They're actually
Right.
kind of direct face-off.
Gotcha.
All right, so now everybody roll a d10. This isn't quite how the initiative is supposed to be because usually there's cards with the box set, and we don't have the cards yet. It's just easier to do it with
No modifiers?
no modifiers.
No modifier. Okay.
Okay, so
Is
you
this
gotta
also roll under?
Yes, I believe so.
Low goes first, high goes last.
Yeah. Okay, so Will goes first. McKenna
My
goes
dice
last.
are happy with this roll under thing. I play a lot of Pendragon, so I think that makes sense.
Chrisana and Ratboy get to go. Oh, Chrisana, yeah, and Ratboy. And then Baston and Eowyn. Okay. I'll just shout it out. Ula, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
I would like to shoot someone.
Sure.
Please.
I would like you to shoot someone too, just not us.
Well, there are 5
Please,
of them. Two
not
of
us.
them are still healthy. One of them, or actually 3 of them, are pretty well. They've taken a lot of beating so far.
Okay. Maybe I'll pick one that's looking still pretty healthy.
Okay.
Let
That
these
could be
guys
the
beat
one that
on
maybe is in.
the other ones.
Yeah, that could be the one in front of Chrisana or the one in front of. McAnders did. I guess there would be one that would be charging towards you. That's right.
Oh,
there'd be one that'd be
then
charging towards you, and then there'd be one that would be charged.
That'll be the one then.
like in front of them.
We'll get that one.
The one that's
Yeah.
actively trying to beat
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
The rage monster heading in my direction.
Yeah.
Perfect. Ooh, okay, 13. Well, that is still under.
This is still under.
So
Excellent.
there's no degree type of thing. It's just
Nope.
good
No.
or a critical failure, critical success.
Correct. If you had rolled a 1, you could have done double damage. But it
1s and 20s are the difference.
but it doesn't
Gotcha.
double your strength, your
The
bonus.
bonus dice.
Right.
Got it. Okay, well, that wasn't quite as good as last time. 7.
Okay, so he's going to take 6 damage total. Oh, let me make sure. He misses the evade. So that's the one in front of Will. He again, you just hit him in the air. You pull back with ease and let it fly, and it just hits him and knocks him down a little bit, knocks him back, and he just keeps kind of stumbles a little bit, but you can see he's trying to come towards you. Who had a 2? I think Chrisana had a 2, and Archmaster Aoden had a 2. I'll let you go. Both of you go, whichever one wants to go first, and then Rat Boy will go.
You can go first, Chris.
I take it I still have a guy like a thug right in front of me.
you've got a guy that's kind of just in your face because you tried to stab him and he kind of avoided and swatted your arm.
I would like to try to stab him again, and hopefully I can succeed this time.
Okay.
Come on with the stabbing. Yay! That time I successfully stab him.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. What do you have for damage?
Let's see. For my dagger, I have a D8.
Okay. Do you have any strength modifier? No, I don't think so.
It's a
damage modifier.
Damage bonus agility.
Okay.
Is what it says here. Which I don't know how that works.
It should say under knives. It says agility.
That's the skill you use for it. Yeah.
That's the skill you use. So yeah. So you would
use.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
sorry, I was looking in the wrong spot. I was just
So-
like, "What are you talking about?" No.
So it'll be your
I
D8.
see it now.
Yeah. Plus whatever your bonus is then.
And my D6.
Awesome.
All right. So that is 9.
9. Okay. So he's going to take 8 damage as well.
This time.
Nice. Yeah. You
stabbed
just kind of you stab him into the side. He kind of reach around. He kind of swats you, and then you kind of come back around and stick him in the side with your dagger.
I'm also a halfling, so I'm like right on kidney level.
Nice. Rat guy kind of gets up with this arrow kind of through his chest and looks at Baston, and he pulls out. He's got his sword at the ready, and he just kind of charges at Baston and just kind of swinging wildly. We'll see if he actually hits. No, he misses. That's a 15. That sucks. Yeah, he's just wailing away, trying to like make any kind of damage that he can at Baston, and Baston just kind of juke jibes and just kind of dodges and yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I'm assuming 3.
Yep, you can go with 3, and then I think the let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think there's one that needs to go. Maybe the one in front of Makander will go. I think after that, or the one in front of Archmaster Aoden. I think they go on 5. So
I'll go before the one in front of me because I also got a 2.
oh, you got a 2. Oh, that's right. That's right. So Baston, you did you go already? So you haven't gone, Aoden, right?
I haven't gone
Not
yet.
yet, no.
Oh, okay, so let's let Aoden go. Let's let Aoden go, and
Okay.
then we'll let Basson go.
I'm just going to take my staff out now that I've used some magic points. I don't want to completely drain myself. I'm going to step in with my staff and try to hook him by the leg and topple him. My quarterstaff has toppling as a status effect, and it gives me a boon on the roll, so I get to roll 2d20.
Nice.
And I rolled a 3, so definitely. I
Awesome.
knocked him to the ground. He's basically
Very good.
prone. That's all that means.
Yeah, he's down. He's still kind of injured from the last from having all that all being all singed and being on fire.
I'll knock him down
Bas-
and then I'll like brandish the staff above him as if I'm going to club him. I can't do that though.
Basson, Ratman kind of just was swinging wildly, and you kind of swerved out of the way with
That's
your
right.
agility.
And
with
here
your
comes
wolf
a mace to
agility.
his face.
All right.
The
All
dreaded
right.
face mace.
Well, that hits. That's a 10.
Nice.
So damage is 5.
5. Yep. Okay. So he's gonna take 4 damage. So yeah, you just kind of conk him on the head, and he just kind of for a second there. It's kind of like the Looney Tunes, cartoon where he just kind of stops and like there's like stars,
Little
and
Tweety birds.
little Tweety birds, and then he just collapses to the ground and dies.
Perfect.
Good.
All right, so no more rat guy. All right, so the guy in front of, we'll say it's the guy in front of Makander, just to make things fun, because Makander's going to go after this, is going to try to stab Makander with his knife. Oh, that didn't even end up in my tray. That misses, actually. Holy
Great.
smoke.
Love it.
These guys stink. They're
Probably.
typical-
They looked at one guy was all greasy. It's gross.
Yeah. McKenna, your turn now.
How heavy would you say these enemies are?
I'd say that they're kind of spindly. I would say that they're probably pushing 150. At the most.
All right, that's
they think that they're pretty awesome, but their head honcho was a rat guy. So
They're buff in their own minds.
yeah.
Well, 150 is probably still a little too heavy for what I had in mind.
Okay.
I will overhand chop again at the same wound that I already inflicted, trying
All
to
right.
sever the arm.
Trying to just cut it right off. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, that is just makes it.
Nice. Okay.
Wow, my dice are scaring me tonight.
Last time we played, they were on fire.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh
was
yeah.
just bludgeoning everything.
It's gonna be 14 damage.
Oof. Yeah. You just totally you go to like chop this guy's arm off and you just chop him right in half. And you just
Perfect.
It's that scene where it just kind of like all of a sudden,
Ew.
you slice him through and like he's
Nice.
still together once you've like put your battle axe through him, but then after a second it just kind of slowly like
Just peels apart.
peels apart and then
Yeah.
falls to the ground.
That's gross.
You're welcome, Amanda.
Yuck.
Yeah, Amanda looks like she loved that description.
So 2 of the 5 are gone. Do we want to roll? We'll roll for initiative again.
Initiative jagen. I don't know why I said it like that. I got a 4.
I got a 7. 1. Baston. 2. 10. Oh, 9. 9 for Orla. Chrisana, what did you roll?
What am I rolling?
D10.
10 D10. Roll low,
Oh,
which means
that's
you'll
right,
roll
we
a
did
9
that.
or something.
Right. That means no. I got a 2 again.
Well done,
I
you.
forgot that we redo initiative like every round. I was
Every
like,
round,
what are you
yeah.
doing? I forgot that that's a thing in this
It's all good.
system.
And I want to spend 3 of my will points.
Okay.
No, it's only 1.
1.
I have seasoned fighter,
Okay.
and I get to keep my initiative for the next round.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
Covered in
Go for it.
coriander. Seasoned.
So you get to go first, Baston.
All right. I will, in a wolf-like fury, turn to the next bad guy next to me and just boom. Hopefully. Oh no! Oh, redo.
Did you
Redo.
miss?
Oh no.
Oh,
did you
boy,
roll
did
a
I miss.
20?
I rolled a 20.
All right. So that is an epic fail somehow. Now, isn't there like a chart that he's supposed to roll on?
Yeah.
I forget what.
There is. If you want to use it, you don't have to.
Yeah, let's use it. Let's use it.
I will get it for you right now.
I forget. I've got it on my screen. I've got it here saved somewhere, but I thought you had it handy.
I do. Okay, roll me a d6. Baston.
You got it. A 6.
You hit yourself by mistake. Roll for damage as usual, but without any damage bonus.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So just weapon damage, no strength bonus or anything.
Okay, so weapon damage. Here we go. 6.
All right. So you take 6. Do you have any armor?
I do. I have the leather armor, so
Okay,
that
so it's
negates 2.
Yes. So yeah. So you're only going to take 4 points of damage.
He's so
Only-
confident he's gonna beat himself up for
See,
them.
that's what that's karma. That's karma getting back at you for
That's
taking
that ring.
will.
That-
Yeah, that's actually that too. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who had a number? Who had 2 for initiative? McCander and Chrisana. Who would like to go first?
Go ahead, Amanda.
Is that guy still in my face?
He's still in your face. Yes.
All right, I will try to stab him again.
Okay.
I would like him to no longer be in my face. Wow. I don't stab him at all.
No, you just kind of
Not even a little.
you kind of let go of that
What
knife,
is
and it's just
happening?
kind of in his side, just kind of like.
Chrisana's like, here, take my dagger.
I just hand him my dagger and say,
I'm clearly not using it for anything.
McCander, what would you like to do?
Well, if the enemy in front of me started at about 150, that puts him about 75 pounds per chunk. How close am I to Baston?
We'll say you're pretty close. You're probably within 10 feet or so.
Okay.
How close do you want to be?
How about let's say 6 feet?
Okay,
Is
that's
that
fine.
reasonable?
I'll say that's reasonable.
I would like to pick up one of the chunks by its leg and kind of like two-handed use the momentum to swing the thing up around and bring it right down on top of the guy in front of Baston.
Like a turkey leg?
Exactly.
Sure, let's do that.
Eat you to death with your own body parts.
How do you want me to roll? Is that like a blunt weapons roll?
Yeah, we'll say that that's a blunt weapon. We'll say it's
Perfect.
yeah.
Soft, squishy, blunt weapon.
Ooh. I matched my target, so I guess that's
Okay,
still
so
a
that
hit.
succeeds. Yeah.
What do you want me to roll for damage on that?
Let's roll. Do you have a strength? What's your strength? Do you have a strength bonus? Is that what it is?
D4.
D4. We'll roll a D6.
Okay.
Which one are you hitting again?
The one in front of Baston.
Okay, so the one that's already kind of.
That is a 5.
Yeah, you you take that half a person and kind of swing it around, and then just overhand it, and just it's almost like you use it as like a floppy baseball bat, and just smack him right in the head,
Like hitting him with a pool noodle.
and yeah, pretty much. And the weight of this half a body just like hits him with such a huge force and just knocks him
Ew.
out cold, and just we won't go into fine details because it's not very
Too
pretty.
late. Yeah.
And it just topples him to the ground, and he's out for the count. And the other two that are still around that are kind of they're realizing that they've met their match, and they're like, oh, wait.
These guys are crazy. Maybe we don't want to mess with them.
We won't mess with you. We'll go.
Empty your pockets.
What?
This is it's a reverse hold up now.
Aiden, since when are we the highway robbers? What are you doing?
Hey, they tried to rob us. I'm just getting what we came for.
So they don't have very much on their hands and on themselves. They do have a couple knives. So they have some like little daggers that are a D10 damage, and they have. We'll say they have like 5 silver each on them.
Cool. All right, and your pants, and then you can go.
And they just kind of look at you like they're not sure if you're like serious or not.
I'll like light my hand on fire, just as a what do they call it? It's like a trick. It's not actually a fireball. It's just I'm going to light my hand on fire as if I'm going to.
As soon as your hand starts to fire, starts to emit a flame, they realize that you weren't kidding, and they all of a sudden they're just reaching for their belts and pulling down their pants as fast as possible, and they throw them to you. They're like, where are you guys going anyway? Because we know people all around this area, so we'll make sure that they don't mess with you either. And they're standing there in their boxer shorts.
I don't think we want to tell them where we're going. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Telling highwaymen to where we're going. Yeah. Well, no, just get on your way. Just get out of our way. And if you see us again, go the other way.
All right. Thank you so much for being merciful to us. And we won't mess with you ever again. If you ever see us again, we'll be glad to help you out. We'll return the kindness.
Okay.
They're standing.
Get
there
out of here.
They start running. They do the little, where their feet start to just kind of run really fast, and then they.
I was going to say, as they're running away, could I throw my throwing spear?
Oh,
yes, you could.
ruthless
I'm not going to say you can't.
Baston.
What?
What? They're already leaving, and we have their pants.
That's a
Is
hit.
this really necessary?
And their money.
I'm mad. I'm trying to get out some aggression from hitting myself in the face with my own mace. I'm
Take out
upset.
on them.
Oh, Bastion's a loose cannon, guys. I guess that's what we were learning here.
Apparently.
All right, so that it's is it throwing spears a D10.
Oh, I gotta make sure that I'll roll it with a disadvantage since since you're throwing it. I'm not
Okay,
looking,
you're gonna try to
just to
evade.
make sure I can. Ooh, I missed that one, but we'll see if this. I did not miss. I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Nice.
Wow.
So so you throw this spear, it goes flying. It actually goes whizzing past their heads and sticks in the ground right in front of them, and they stop dead in their tracks, turn around, look at you, and then just start booking it even faster.
It's incentive.
I'll just
All
go
right.
retrieve my throwing spear.
Yeah. We'll gather up the loot and continue on our way, I guess.
Okay.
Is anybody badly injured?
No.
No.
Baston has some injury.
It's minor.
It's minor. All right. Just a little scratching and so. Okay.
I don't want to admit that I hit myself. It's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
That's what's really going on, but I'm not going to admit it. No, I'm good. I'm fine.
You're not supposed to bang that against your chest.
I'm going to take a second to preen the feathers coming down my arm. And I'm going to turn and look at Orla and say, thanks for the shield and the help, friend.
You're welcome. You really should be more cautious. You got ambushed pretty hard back there.
We did.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything worked out okay this time, but we will definitely heed that advice.
We will try to keep a better eye out as we continue. What brings you to this end of the forest?
Oh, nothing in particular. Just, making sure that the minions of darkness die at the ends of my arrows. Mm-hmm.
A worthy cause.
So at this point, I don't know if you want to divulge the reason for your journey to Orla, since
I don't know that we need to go that far right now, but would you like to join us? We are also in a similar vein.
Oh.
He said confusingly.
That does sound interesting. I could.
There's an excellent opportunity for adventure. I can't promise anything else.
There's only
literally
so much
nothing else.
conversation you can take from an owl, so I think I would enjoy some additional conversation.
Yeah, so you divulged to Orla at least that you're going to Bothild's Lode. Orla, can you give me is it a learning roll or an intellect roll? I can't remember what it is.
There is a learning skill.
Yeah, why don't you roll that?
Okay.
And see
How
if you...
clever is Orla?
Not very. Oh crap! Wow. Okay.
You spoke too soon.
Actually, yeah, I succeed.
Okay. Yeah, Orla, you know that as soon as they say that they're going to Bothild's Lode, you know that it is an old abandoned mine that the elves abandoned decades ago, because it had. The rumor has it was the mine was so full of riches and treasures and everything that they kept mining down, that eventually they unlocked some sort of otherworldly beast and had to abandon the mine. Okay, that's what you know so far. And you also know that as of right now, it's mostly the camp for the goblins. Goblins have taken over it and are using it to. So, in your travels, you've heard these rumors and these tales.
And we don't know any of this information currently, right?
You don't. So it's
Okay.
up to if Orla wants to divulge that to you at all, you're more than welcome to.
That's an interesting place. I think we could do very well there, given a little bit of caution. What do you know about these mines?
Next to nothing, if we're being completely honest. We just know that it's where we're headed. We're looking for loot, and somebody told us that there was an excellent possibility of us finding some treasure and a little bit of adventure when we got there.
Well, last I heard, there is a significant goblin population there. So we would have to fight to get to the loot. But
I'm more than happy to burn a few goblins.
I'm okay with that.
All right, let us carry on then.
There could be some other dangers there as well, but as long as we don't tarry too long, it should be okay.
Other dangers? Like what kind of other dangers?
Just rumors, really. Nothing too sinister.
Okay.
I think we have enough firepower to kill a rumor.
I mean, it ran off all the elves that used to make that mine, but
are they any of your kin?
This is not where my kin are from.
Oh, okay.
We're from the south.
So this is not a epic vengeance quest for you then?
Not particularly.
Not yet, anyway.
Did I say elves? I meant to say dwarfs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, dwarves.
There's a vague difference there.
I'm sorry.
One of those groups of people.
Subtle but significant difference.
The ones that are known for actually mining the earth.
Oh, I didn't know.
The incredibly rare digging elven clans.
I'm just rolling with it, man.
Yeah. I should have.
You're the one who has read the actual lore for Dragonbane, and the rest.
This
of
is
us
true.
have not.
This is
So
true.
There could be mining elves. And
There are
dwarves.
now. If there weren't before, there are now.
I mean, we can say that they got recruited in, and that was how they got down so deep.
They're slender. They can fit into the little tiny crevices.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so it was just dwarves. I mean, clearly nothing to worry about just because it ran off some dwarves.
I've never really met a dwarf, so I can't really speak to that one way or the other. I know a duck, I know an elf now, I know a halfling, and I know a wolfkin. Is that what technically? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was the technical name for them.
Yes. Wolf.
But I've yet to meet a dwarf. Unless I just didn't notice and thought it was a child. A really hairy child.
A child with a giant beard?
Really, really hirsute child. Not a family man, me. Anyway, moving on.
All
I
right.
think what Aiden is trying to say is he doesn't get out much.
I don't. No, I really don't. I don't like out. I like books. Books are in.
But you're out right now, so onward.
I would like to
Let's
be in. Thusly, I would like to get to this load so that we can get in.
go. Okay.
As we start walking away from this area, I'm just gonna reach into my hip bag and hand over a handful of my dried breadcrumbs to Orla. Here, it's a long walk. You're gonna need to keep your strength up.
Crumbs.
Yeah, I'm a
Because
duck.
you're a duck.
I'm a duck.
Get it? Get it?
It took me a second, but I got there.
Because he's a duck.
Yeah. So you all kind of talk a little bit about where you're going. It takes you probably a good couple days to get to this mine. As I show it on the screen here, it looks like an abandoned mine.
Who was that surprised fellow in the bottom left?
There's not a surprise.
What
It
there
does look
is.
like a little surprised guy.
That is a very
There's-
surprised fellow.
Like, oh,
Not though.
That's
Okay.
Bothild.
that's what it looks
He's
like.
pointing at the mine.
Yeah, maybe
And
that's
he's going,
Bothild. This is my load. Get away. Okay.
Yeah. So you get to
So before we arrive, I'd like to activate my hunting instincts.
Okay.
And choose goblin as my prey,
okay.
and I will spend the extra will point to gain a boon for an attack against that prey.
Okay. Sounds good.
Maybe we should have Baston and Orla and maybe even Chrysanna, because she's a sneaky type person. They could all reconnoiter while Makander and I tend the fire.
Well, I could always send Hootie to have a look.
Hootie.
What? Who?
Hootie.
What?
Hootie.
Hootie.
I love it. I
Hootie.
love it.
Epic.
Who is Hootie?
Hootie will
His
fly
hooter.
down and land on my shoulder.
It's a bird.
Big bird.
It's a very large bird. It's a bird almost
Quite-
as large
quite
as
heavy.
I am.
The claws are uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
And he only wants to be with you.
The talons.
Oh.
Yes.
Doug, you just inflicted like 10 psychic damage on me. I hope you know that. I felt my soul leave my body for a minute there.
Anyway, so you guys are you making camp before you go into this?
Oh, yeah. Makander and I will start setting up camp, and the
Okay.
others can reconnoiter if they so desire.
I,
Is the bird coming? Does the bird have to come? Is it
It's
friendly?
an owl.
Are we
Owls are
sure
not
it's
birds.
friendly? What? Yes, they are.
No,
what?
they're not. They're owls.
That's a
His
bird.
name is Hootie.
Okay. Does he
Birds
eat
chirp. Owls
halflings?
don't chirp. Owls who?
He's right here.
Hey, I'm the one who reads books. Owls are not
Okay.
birds.
It seems like it would be a little bit rude for me to ask him directly if he wants to eat me. I don't think he would answer honestly. I'm nervous. This bird is almost as big as I am.
Wait, what kind of owl is it?
He says halflings don't taste that good.
Fair enough.
This sounds like it's coming
Okay.
from an informed perspective, and that makes me not much more comfortable.
That is a fair point.
All right, I've got my eye on you, Hootie.
Hooty hoo.
Just
Hootie
hold his
can,
hand.
Hootie can fly out and take a look and see if he can see anything at the entrance to the mine.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
they're not going to notice an owl, probably.
Probably not.
Yeah, you can send him out. That's fine. Sure, go for that. You send him out, and he sees, basically the whole area is pretty bare, with the exception of the entrance. The entrance seems to be ajar, but other than that, there's not really any movement or anything. He doesn't see anybody outside the entrance of the mine.
Okay.
I myself want to get a close look.
Sure.
Staying in the shadows, moving silently.
Yeah, you're like in this ravine, and the mine is like at the end of this ravine. So you're kind of I can see you kind of sticking to the sides of the ravine and kind of hiding behind certain things. You basically see that there's like a stone gate. It looks really worn down, and it kind of hangs weirdly on broken hinges. And there's like a faint light that kind of comes through where the gate the gates have kind of opened up a little bit.
Okay,
and it kind of looks like there's been like some vandalism to the door.
I want to get close and be able to peek into, but see what's behind the door.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let you do that. You see that there's deep wheel tracks in the stone floor of the gently sloping corridor created by centuries of heavy and precious cargo. Just inside the broken stone gate is a portcullis wedged half open, and at the end of the corridor is a gate above which the ceiling glitters like a starry sky.
Ooh, shiny. No, I'm not into the shiny. What about the scent? How strong is the scent of goblin? Like, is it?
It's very strong. Your
it's
nose
pretty
is going
foul.
off. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So I will go back to the group and report this rather than go any further.
Okay.
So I go back. I'm panting a little bit. Guys, strong smell of goblin. Oh, it burns the nostrils. There's a
Someone say
big-
burn?
Not my nostrils. You can burn their nostrils.
Oh,
Their smell is offending my senses. But it's very strong. There's a large door, and beyond that is a corridor. Now, this door doesn't look like it's held up very well. And then there is another door that's kind of propped open, and there's all these pretty lights inside this cavern or whatever lies ahead.
interesting. What kind of lights do you know offhand, or are they just interesting looking?
Lots of lights. They were sparkly lights.
Mining for gems, maybe? Who knows? I don't know. All right. Did you see any? Did you actually? How many? Like, what? Did you see any goblins or just smell?
Just smell. No, I didn't see anything or anyone up to that point. I didn't want to go any further and end up, tripping or falling or making a mistake and then having a whole horde of goblins on our butts. So I figured I'd come back and report what I saw, and then we could take it from there.
Excellent plan. All right. So there's nothing guarding the exterior, which is unusual. A little bit strange. But it looks like we can approach without being mauled. We should probably go in carefully.
Yeah, we should be quiet.
Carefully.
I like how you said that.
That's the adjective
carefully.
we're gonna go with.
I'm not really good at carefully. But I think it might be an idea.
Yeah.
Just stay in the back.
Oh, I plan to. I will not be leading from the front at all, ever.
Or
Yeah, I'll be at the back myself.
we could lure the goblins out to us.
By doing
Something distracting? I don't know.
such as.
I mean, if we just stand outside the door and go, oh, hey, this looks like a great place to camp right outside of this entrance to a cave. I mean, they'll probably come out.
We've
Just
come to
making-
talk to you about your dungeon's extended warranty. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Or
They'll certainly come out looking for violence.
we could build a giant effigy of a goblin, light it on fire, and put it on wheels and roll it down the hill to the opening of the mine.
I feel like we don't have enough time for that, Orla, but excellent suggestion.
Seems a little involved.
It's a little much. Yeah, I don't think we have that capability among us.
I think if we had more hands, that might be possible. I do see what Ola's saying is, like, we could set a trap if we could scale the sides of the ravine, one on each side, and like get a boulder to roll down. But you'd need at least a couple people, and we're only 5.
Yeah, no, we don't. Yeah.
It just
Okay.
it doesn't work. So I think we're just going to have to.
We'll just slow and steady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ease on in, penetrate the cave
We'll
in the darkness.
we'll go in casual.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna walk into this mine.
Well, we're going to approach the mine. I'm not going to like rush in the front door.
Okay.
I figure if we
Walking
get
right
close
in
enough,
the front door will make the goblins come out. Just
I
saying.
mean, if
I'm
we
thinking- Sorry.
need bait, I would be more than willing to be the bait.
well, I don't think it's a great idea for one of us to stick our necks out at this point. I think we're better off moving as a group and let's just get close and see what happens. If there's someone watching, if they're planning to spring a trap, I would rather be ready to respond to it as a group instead of having someone out in the front and having them get the snot beat out of them before we can really help.
Fair enough.
Well, I can hurt them from anywhere.
I feel like that was a humble brag, but I'm going to accept it. All right. Orla, if you would like, you can hide or take up a position. Actually, I can provide you a position if you want. I can put you on a pillar.
On a pillar?
Literally. I can throw you like, well, hang on. Let's do the math. If I do that and I use 3 willpower, it's going to cost me. I can put you 30 meters into the air, which is almost 90 feet up. Well, a little over 90 feet up. So if you would like to be like on a perch, like your owl.
Might be fun to be put on a pedestal for once.
Just FYI, gravity is a very serious thing at that distance. So if you happen to fall off, unless you have some feathers under your arms that I'm not aware of, you're going to go splat. I don't do ladders. I just do pillars.
Does it have to be that tall, or could it be somewhere?
No,
in
I
between?
can make it shorter. I can make it like
Okay.
20 meters high, so you'd be about 60 feet in the air, or we can just go, like 30 feet. It's up to
30
you.
would probably be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start approaching the area, and once we get to within, like, I'll let Orla tell me when Orla thinks that we're within bow shot range of the entrance. I'll make a pillar underneath Orla, and she can be up there.
All right.
It's going to be noisy though, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because it's basically I just take earth and it just rams up out of the ground 10 meters high.
Sure.
Spring trap.
Basically, I am a trap.
I think it might not be a bad idea for some people to hide on the sides of the entrance.
Sure.
I'll hide next to the entrance
Okay.
and get my stabbing on.
Okay.
So you get out there, and Eowyn, you start to make your pillar out of the earth.
I'll put Orla on a pillar, and Chris Hanna is by the door, and McAnder is by the entry, and me and Baston will be up the middle.
All right. So what does it sound like when you make this pillar, by the way? I'm just kind of curious.
Oh, I'm assuming it sounds kind of like a landslide. Just
Okay.
like just
Sure.
massive rumbling
Rumble,
noise
yeah.
of stone just rising up out of the ground.
All right. Yeah, you see that this, and I'm assuming Orla's on top of it as it's rising up out of the ground.
Yeah. I can bring it up, and they like it's if they are actively trying not to fall off of it, they have to make a mobility roll.
Yeah.
But if they want to stay on it, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, no, we'll say that it's fine. We'll let them, because they're anticipating it, and it might be like on their knee or something just to kind of steady themselves as it's rising up. Yeah, you start to do this, and all of a sudden you see this. I don't say it's a pretty good amount. A mob of goblins start to come out of the front of the entrance, and then they just kind of keep filling up, and it's probably at least 50 or so. And then they all they see you, and they all take out their makeshift weapons, like spears and knives and everything, and they're all they gleam at you, and they snarl with their teeth, and they're sliming, the slime's coming out of their mouths. And then all of a sudden, as they're all standing there on the defensive, just trying to protect their entrance, this rather large goblin comes out, and what did I do with it? Where is it? I not loaded. Oh, yeah, it is right there.
Whoa!
Oh,
She comes out, and she comes trotting through, and she kind of makes her way through the middle of the group, and she's like, What are you doing in our camp?
It's an excellent question. We're looking for an artifact. If you'd be willing to trade for it, we'll take it and go.
We don't have any artifacts.
Do you know what that word means?
We just have weapons. And like
You
as
don't
soon as
know
as
what
soon
that
as
word
she
means.
says weapons, she takes out her long swords and holds it up in the air and kind of waves it up above, and all the other goblins all kind of do the same thing. And she says, I'll ask you again, why are you here?
No, I was going to say I want like a microphone. Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? We're here for an artifact. You have within your camp, I'm assuming they're referring to the cave, an artifact. It's very small. You may not even know that it's valuable, but we are willing to trade for it. We're not interested in violence, but we can certainly provide it.
She takes a moment and she's like, you're talking about the mine.
Yes.
And she just kind of laughs to herself, and she's like, as if you said some sort of funny joke, and she's like, you want to go into the mine?
Ding, ding, ding.
And then in her goblin voice, she kind of says something to. She kind of repeats what you say to her minions, her goblin minions, and they all start laughing. And they're like, they kind of like part ways, and like kind of gesture so that you can go into the mine if you want to.
Victory.
Great. Let's go.
I will cautiously enter the mine with Baston. And Chrysanna and Orla and McAndrew can all... I think it's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just stand up out of my hiding spot. And
Yes. Surprise! We
Ah,
had you
there were
surrounded.
a couple
Like-
more of us.
The three of us had all 50 of you surrounded. Sorry, 4 of us. Or wait, no, there's 5 of us. Oh my God, I can't
There's
math.
5 of us. Yes.
Well, technically,
Counting.
Orla's up on a pillar, so. Well, and there's Hootie, so 6. 6 of us.
Yeah, you all walk kind of as a group through this sea of goblins,
And this is how they died.
as you walk by, they just kind of they kind of chuckle to themselves, and you can hear them kind of whisper to themselves, and as you walk past the orc queen or the goblin queen, she's like, enjoy your white death.
Or what now? Or wait, what? Who? White Death. Does that sound familiar to me in any way, shape, or form? Damn. Okay. All right. I'll assume that it's some sort of insult and take it as disrespect. And we will just keep on going. I have no interest in lingering amongst 50 goblins.
Yeah.
Yep, seems unwise.
Baston, cover your nose. This is a den of stinking evil.
Yeah, he's already got his paw over his nose.
Yeah, you go through that the first set of doors, and like I said, you go into this entrance hall, and it's just all worn down. There's some glittering crystals in the ceilings. They kind of glisten like a starry night.
Is that what you saw, Baston?
Yes.
Aha.
You see that there are some reliefs along the walls. They're decorated with Bothild's exploits and the dwarves working in the mine. And you can tell that they are vandalized. Does anybody
none of us are
want
dwarves.
to? Can someone want to give me a languages roll?
I'll try.
Languages. Oh
As
my.
a learned fellow, there is no language skill though, Doug.
No.
Learning?
No?
Learning?
We could do learning.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
learning. It must be that changed. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do learning and see if there's.
Can you kill yourself doing a skill?
No, I don't think so.
Do you give yourself a headache? Do you forget
Asking for a
something
friend.
you once
Yeah, apparently I
knew?
concentrated too hard and popped a blood vessel or something. I rolled a 20.
No.
Yeah, you just
Ice cream headache. Oh, no.
as you're kind of as you're trying to like decipher this the readings that have been vandalized on the wall. The only thing that you just keep going back to that white death comment, and it just kind of just really is like
that really sounds crappy.
Oh my god, what the hell? Does anybody else want to make a languages roll or a learning roll?
I mean, I can, but my learning is just.
I have a 10 learning. I mean, that's not horrible.
That's not horrible.
That's
It's way better
better
than
than-
what I have.
Yep.
What do you have best on?
Baston's learning is like a 5, so.
All right, I'll try. Ooh, I got it.
Okay.
Nice.
I got a
Yeah, you see that the vandalism says like White Death's triumph, and it says greed's price. Those are the two things that kind of come up as you're kind of deciphering this vandalism that's on the side of the wall.
Interesting.
This White Death thing is making me a little nervous.
Yeah, it's hurting my head.
Gotta be honest.
Okay, so none of us know anything about this yet, so we will just take it under advisement, I suppose.
That doesn't sound familiar to any of the rumors that I heard, does it? The White Death?
No. I would say it probably doesn't.
Okay.
So you're in this entranceway. There's some stairs to the left, some stairs to the right, or there's another doorway straight in front of you. It's up to you as to where you want to go from there.
I'm partial to going straight ahead.
It's fine by me.
Yeah,
The stairs are going upward, right?
I think they're going downwards.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I still think straight ahead's a better choice.
Okay. Yeah, you go straight ahead, and let me find it here. This is a square, and it's you see the night sky stretches out and disappears upwards into the corridor, upwards as the corridor gives way to a large open room. There is a big headless statue with a double-headed axe raised towards the ceiling. The air is cool and dank, and a dreamy haze rests over the room.
What are those 4 rocks? Are they just boulders?
Those are, I think those are just statues or just boulders. Yeah.
Okay. The double-headed axe, is it real or stone?
It is stone.
Okay. And does it appear to be short in stature like a dwarf?
Yes, it does.
So even shorter now. What with there being no head? All right. Let's have a peeky poo at the statue.
Someone give me again, this is another, we're working off some old pre-gens. Someone give me a learning roll again.
I shall try not to bend my brain this time. And I made it this time. Yay.
Okay. You see that this is at the bottom of the statue. It says Bothild. It was probably a statue that she erected in herself and
To her own honor.
To her own, yeah. And
Little self-aggrandizement. Why not?
To my own magnificence.
Yes.
right, the head is gone, but you notice that there are 4 long, thin braids that go over the chest.
Okay. That's interesting. Can you put up the picture of the Goblin Queen again? Okay, just checking for braids. Like they didn't turn all these goblins or dwarves into goblins or something.
Oh, geez.
That'd be weird. Okay. Nothing else remarkable about the statue though.
No. Other than that, that's about it. There's a walk. There's a pathway to your left and your right, and there's another set of doors directly in front of you.
Huh. Well, do we want to just push straight through, or should we deviate?
Yeah, let's go
Keep
straight.
going.
Keep going
Straight on ahead, then.
Okay.
We still have no idea what Bothild looks like. How weird.
Yeah. So at this point, you enter this area where
Oh.
it is a tunnel that is cold and damp and smells musty. The ceiling is high, and tiny droplets of water form a ghostly haze that makes it hard to see. More than a few meters ahead, the dwarven artwork on the walls bears witness to the former grandeur of this place.
Is it wet? Is that what
It
we're
is.
seeing?
You've got water, and
Okay. Like how
yeah.
deep?
It is. Well, as of right now, it is like probably up to at least your knees.
Chrysanna's
My-
knees or
My
human's
knees
knees?
or everyone
Up
else's?
to it's probably. I mean, how tall are you? It's up to a human's knees. It would be up to their knees. So,
So
yeah,
up to Chrysanna's thighs, then probably.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
So yeah,
Okay.
you know that you have to go into the water.
All right. Do we want to
Everyone
do
knows
this
how to
now?
doggy paddle, right?
Actually, I don't swim well in robes. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we backtrack and try another room for now.
Okay.
Let's go back to the main
Yeah.
room and go north,
Yep.
where
Yeah.
it's drier.
I don't like this wet hallway.
Sure.
Yeah, the water slide will take when we have to.
Right.
So you go back into the square with the statue and go north. That brings you into, I'm trying to remember, some cart stalls. And there's some wide stalls separated by a meter-high stone walls that line the north wall of the room. Vandalized reliefs of the dwarves loading carts with gleaming silver ingots can be seen on the
Ooh.
walls. A dying fire of broken cart parts smolders in the center of the room.
Oh, so recent. Well, maybe this is where the goblins were hanging out before we came
Yeah,
in.
it could be.
Is that stairway leading out of the room going upward or downward?
That one is going down. I mean, it's going upwards.
Well, it's the only other option to get out of here. We'll search amongst the stalls though for a minute, I guess.
Yeah, you just see broken down carts and
Nothing remarkable.
nothing remarkable.
Okay.
Is it dark going down that stairwell or going up that stairwell?
No, it actually is not. You can actually see some glimmering light, much like you saw when you entered the mine.
Okay.
This is swinging us back around to the entry, I think. But let's check to make sure.
You go. So you want to keep going all the way up that?
We'll go on the stairway
Brings you back to.
to the entry.
entry.
Gotcha.
Yay.
All right. So we will ignore anyone watching us from the doorway and just trot across the room down to the one on the south.
La, 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 la.
The goblins are kind of they're standing there and they're just kind of watching you and they're kind of laughing.
It's like, what is this Scooby-Doo nonsense?
Yeah,
What are
like,
they
ooh.
doing?
And then the queen says, "I thought you were going to the mine."
This is proper adventuring technique, Maladuke. You'd know that if
Okay.
you were an adventurer.
All right.
All right.
So,
We'll go through the stairs on the south.
all right. You go down here, and there is some stables. It's a pungent smell of wet fur and dung. The walls are decorated with soiled images of dwarves leading horse-drawn carts through dramatic landscapes. Something glints in the darkness of the old stables, and a deep growl is suddenly heard.
Wait. Baston, you're up.
Do I Do I recognize the growl?
Since you're pretty familiar with this land and with this area, you know that the goblins usually like to ride wargs.
Oh.
And so it's probably more than likely a warg.
Okay. I definitely am going to have my mace out and ready, and let everyone behind me know, potential for a warg ahead.
Do we want to beat their warg down? I don't think that's a good way to get in good with the goblins.
I'm at the ready.
I think we should be. I think we should be ready, but maybe not necessarily provoke the goblins.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Back to the water room. we won't push into the room.
So you go back into the square with the statue. Heads off.
And then we'll go into the water area. Sorry, Chrisanna. Looks like we're gonna get soggy. All right.
Yeah, so you start wading into this water, and it starts slowly gets deeper and deeper up to your knees, and
Baston gets that wet dog smell immediately.
Yeah.
You're fighting every urge to kind of just shake it, shake it dry.
Should I roll for that?
No, it's fine. You follow this mine corridor straight, and then you can see that it veers to the left.
We shall proceed.
And then you also see some side some as you veer to the left and go straight. You see a couple side corridors as well.
Do they look a lot deeper?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I am a duck. I could take off my armor and swim around down there, see if there's anything. Yeah.
Paddle around.
The dog paddle and the duck paddle. It's just going to be hilarious. Oh my god!
All right.
While he's doing one, I'll do the other.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll strip off my stuff.
Okay, and go over to the You.
I will hold McAnder's armor for him.
You all of a sudden, McAnder, you kind of see this beautiful light that is seen below the surface of the water as you're kind of swimming out. You take off your attire and you kind of swim out, and then all of a sudden you see like this beautiful light at the bottom, at the depths. You can definitely tell it's quite deep down there, but you need to now roll against willpower to not be lured headfirst into the water.
Oh no. My target number is 14. 10. Got it.
Awesome.
Like water off a duck's back.
You dive down and then immediately start to panic because you realize that maybe this isn't such a good idea, and you're reaching, trying to swim back up to the surface of the water, and it seems like it doesn't seem to want to get to the top. You can't get to the top, and it takes you a few seconds. Maybe feels like a little bit longer than it probably should have as you went down. But eventually, you start to you get to the top, and you start choking as if you were almost drowning, and you take 1 point of damage to kind of as you're just gasping and choking on air, and you're swimming towards the more shallow place of the corridor.
Okay.
I will offer him my staff to pull him closer to us since he looks like he needs a hand.
I'll grab the staff.
We'll pull him in and give him back his armor. Like, what happened? You're a duck. How can you drown?
How are you managing this?
I didn't want to tell you this, but that's the reason that I left my family's castles. I never learned how to swim correctly.
An aquaphobic duck.
I love it.
There's something down there. There's a light, and I just wanted to swim right towards it and keep going, but I couldn't make it.
Probably a good idea.
It had a weird a weird pull on me. I don't know what it was.
Hmm. And we can't see it from the surface at all, right?
You can't. No.
All right. So Baston was going in the other opening.
Okay.
So does he find anything up there or no?
Baston, you swim out. Do you have any weapons with you or anything to weigh you down, or are you just gonna swim out into the depths?
I'll leave my mace behind, but I'll leave that with Archmaster and take my spear.
If I fall over, I'm going to drown. Carrying all this stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a sneaking roll.
Sneaking roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. Sneaking. Okay. Come on. Ooh, that was close. 5, so I pass.
Yeah, you sneak out into the water and you kind of look around. There's just walls all around you, and you kind of look down and you kind of see it's really deep down below, but for some reason you can kind of almost see some sort of movement below you, but you can't. The water's kind of cloudy and murky because it's mine water, so it's like you could almost tell that there's something moving underneath there, but you're like, oh, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me and the lighting in here.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. I'm going back up. I don't know. It feels off to me, so I think I'm going to go back up and be like, yeah, there's just. I'm not really sure if I saw something, but I didn't want to chance it. So, I can't hold my breath like a duck. So,
Sure. Yeah. So, are you just gonna keep going down that corridor of the mine shaft, I should say?
Well, I don't think it's a great idea to go down these side corridors, given what Baston and McCander have experienced. So I'm thinking we just go straight ahead and hope Chrysana doesn't drown.
I'll
If
take
I
my
look
mace
like I'm
back.
about to drown, just help me out, okay?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you keep going forward, and there's a whole bunch of other. There's now an inlet or a corridor to your left, and then a little further there's a couple corridors to your right, and the corridor can keep going straight. It's totally up to you as to what you do know that if you go into the corridor to your left, you probably will have to swim to get to the to keep going down there because it does get over your head.
It looks like a duck pond,
I don't think this is gonna. I don't like this.
Something just definitely seems off about this water. I don't know if we should be in it too
I don't
much.
like this.
Well, it's kind of our only option here.
Yeah.
We're out of paths to explore. Okay. All right. We will try to make it to the through the hallway on the left here because it looks like the least amount of swimmy.
Okay. Yeah, everybody give me a swimming roll or some sort of mobility roll, maybe? Give me a mobility roll for swimming.
Mobility.
What about for those wearing like heavier armor? I have plate.
You get a bane for that.
Oh, okay.
Whew. Ooh.
Yes.
Just kind of squeaked in under that one.
All right.
Oh, I failed.
Did you fail?
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
hey, I made it. Ha.
We got some faces going on here.
I'm
you
okay.
there?
Oh, I think.
Orla, did you
Orla.
did you what
Orla,
did
you
you
okay?
do?
Did you roll
Rudy
Rudy
a?
died.
Did you roll a 20?
Did.
Oh
All
no!
right. All
Oh,
right.
no.
We'll make it work. Who passed and who failed?
I passed.
I passed.
Okay. McCander, of course the duck doesn't like that.
Why
Right.
can't you swim? What is wrong?
Well, I think the problem is that the fact that I'm wearing plate armor. It's just
That is
so
not
heavy.
helping
sure.
It's
anything.
so
Yeah.
heavy.
Sure, sure.
So as you all are kind of swimming out into this corridor where it gets a little bit deep there in the corner to get to the other side, Basson, Eowyn, and Krisanna just kind of swim real quick and go around the corner. McCanner kind of starts to swim and
Remembers he weighs 300 pounds and goes bloop.
Oh,
Orla kind of starts to swim and realizes that she doesn't like being out here in the water, and she starts to feel like it's starting to pull her down, and so she grabs a hold of McCanner, and she's like in panic mode.
The drowning victim that's trying to climb on top of the person.
Exactly, and now she's pulling McCanner down, and you all are kind of now you're both taking some damage. Orla is probably taking some damage. We'll say she takes 3 points of damage because she's starting to choke and feel like she's panicking and drowning.
Okay.
And so you all can hear this, this
Flailing, drowning duck.
flailing, duck noises and Orla coughing and choking.
I'm just checking on one of my spells here real quick. So we make it across to the other side. Those of us that succeeded.
Yeah, you made it to the other side.
Okay, are we able to stand on the other side where it looks more shallow?
Yeah, you're gonna be in water up to probably up to your waist.
Okay, so keep paddling there, Krisanna.
No, if I stand on my tippy toes, I can keep my head above the water.
Okay.
Yeah, the Ducky Boy and Orla are pretty much where number 7 there is in the corner.
Oh no!
That's
Just
what
kind of flailing about, trying to stay above water.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I am going to dive back into the water.
Okay.
And try to dive down under Orla and McCander.
Okay.
And I'm going to look up at them, and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind right up underneath them
All right.
Oh,
All right. I like that.
to try and push them up to the surface and kind of angle it towards the other side where Krisanna is. I mean,
Okay.
it's probably going to drown poor Krisanna. It's probably going to make a hell of a wave, but
Well,
I'm gonna do that to try and push them, because that's what Gust of Wind does. Is it pushes
Sure.
people.
Yeah.
I think it's up to 30 feet, but I don't think it would go that far in water.
We'll see. We'll see. But go ahead.
Okay,
Roll that.
I
and see if it
will
works.
attempt to cast it.
I like it.
And wait, what is? Okay, no, yeah, I'm good. I died. Whew.
You tied
Close.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you cast this gust of wind. It pushes Orla and McCander up into up almost out of the water almost, and just creates almost like this tidal wave that Basson and Krisanna get kind of tied up in. And it pushes the 4 of them into that chamber there.
Ooh,
where it's
that's
number
not what I
8.
was going for, but okay.
And,
My bad.
yeah, you're kind of on the edge there with that chamber. It's actually an antechamber.
Do you want me to make another mobility roll to swim out?
No, we'll say that you're
Okay.
able to move and swim out to them. And
I was thinking about that when we started drowning. I'm like, I kind of have a jet.
as Basson and Krisanna are standing there, and now McCanner and Orla kind of like getting their wits about them to that they're realizing that they're not drowning anymore. You realize that there's a half-submerged rock chamber, and it's illuminated by glittering stars reflected on the water. There's a stylized portrait of a female dwarf with a raised axe and a silver apple in her hands, and it adorns a door of stone whose arch is inscribed with glittering runes. Sorry, three. Was it? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That's not it. I read the wrong. The tunnel ends in an arch gateway. I'm sorry. It's the Glimmer Shaft. Beyond it is a flooded shaft. A huge chain runs from the ceiling into the water below. Ancient runes glitter above the gateway, and over the water floats a pale, blurred figure, almost as if it were part of the underground fog. That's what you encounter.
So that's what
Got my
Krisanna
numbers.
and Baston and McCander and Orla.
Yeah, that's what they're
Okay.
seeing.
All right.
Huh.
I'll swim out towards it.
Okay. You kind of swim out to it, and you see this figure kind of just
Hanging out.
hanging out, and she's just like, oh, great. Another adventurer. Oh my god. How many of these do I have to encounter?
Well, what's wrong, fair maiden?
Oh, well, you know, uh, I was in charge of this mine, and the White Death got me.
What is the White Death?
You haven't encountered White Death yet?
No, we heard about it,
Hmm.
but no one could tell us what exactly it is. Like, is it a sickness? Is it a fungus
Fungus.
among us?
Fine, I will tell you. God, the story gets so boring every single time. It seems like I have to tell it over and over again. It's like maybe I should just put up a sign, or I should have a sign erected so I don't have to talk to these
One of those little
adventurers.
plaques. One of those
Wait.
little like historic plaques.
Yes.
All right, if you tell it to me, I will write your story down. And I can
Okay.
pass your story on so that you won't have to deal with this headache.
Well, you see, when we were mining here years ago, there's all sorts of treasure and riches in this mine. And we kept digging deeper and deeper and deeper. And eventually we unleashed what the miners eventually called the White Death. The White Death is a deathly pale, rough-scaled sea serpent with curved horns and a fierceness that is unrivaled among any wild beast.
Sounds like a wonderful pet.
And ever since he got you, you've been trapped here.
Yes, I have to be in this mine, overseeing. I did swear that I would protect the piece of the statue that was given to us, but I guess that promise even applies in my death. So I'm
Bummer.
here.
Where's the piece of statue now?
And she like looks at you and she's like, wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
Yes, that's why I asked. Curious canine minds want to know.
It's someplace safe until the right adventurer or adventurers come along.
So we have to, as an adventurer, we have to earn the piece of the statue. And how per se would we do that? Are there trials? Is there a test?
Well, you know,
An exam?
I wouldn't mind if maybe someone avenged my death.
Oh, okay. So just kill the White Death and
Oh, is that
I'm
all?
just saying that, you know, I would rather be doing something else, maybe in the afterlife, than being
doubt.
stuck in this mine. Have you seen those goblins?
oh yes, I have smelt them and they are horrid.
Have you seen what my mine has become?
It's
They're just hooligans in here and pathetic adventurers wasting my time, asking questions, and not delivering on promises.
Well, I assure you, maybe they haven't asked the right question. This white death, this serpent, does it have a weakness?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay.
We fought it quite hard.
What did you fight it with?
What
Swords,
normal
blunt weapons,
axes,
axes, so
pickaxes,
your typical weapons.
swords.
Now, did anyone use magic against it?
I'm with all the adventurers that have come through here over the years, I'm sure that there must have been one that used magic. I don't know. They just come and go all the time. I don't keep track of them. So yes, maybe they use magic at some point. I don't. All I
If
know
they
is I'm
did, then
still
they must
stuck
have failed.
here.
Okay. Is there any advice in fighting this serpent that you could give us that might aid us in this quest? Because we're going to fight the serpent.
My advice to you would be don't get your head bitten off.
Oh,
That is sound
Seems
advice.
solid.
You know what?
Solid.
Yeah.
Did you discover any ways to attract the White Death?
Stand in front of it.
doesn't look like you have a delicious head.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Make your head look delightful.
Scrumptious.
All I'm saying is
Maybe
that
garnish it a little bit.
all I
Some
know
parsley.
is that the White Death knows once you're in the water, the White Death usually knows where you're at.
Oh,
Looks down at the waters
how-
we're standing in.
Yeah, we're all just looking at the
how-
water now, like, oh, crap.
How in the water are we talking about?
I don't know. Just, if you're in the water somehow, it probably knows that you're there. I don't.
okay.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
so
so
bored of these questions.
it's
Why does
obviously
every
has-
adventurer ask the same dumb questions?
It
Are there better
obviously
questions
has
for
an
us to be
advantage
asking?
in the water. I wonder if we could lure it out onto drier land to give it a disadvantage.
Like an alligator.
We could try. Has the White Death been in this room?
No, alligators can actually run faster on land, so
What?
that's
What?
Ew,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Since when?
It's true.
You've never
it's true.
seen them run on land? They
Yeah,
actually
can run,
lift,
they can run like
lift their
35
bodies
miles
up
an hour.
off
yeah.
the ground. Yeah.
They
It's
don't go
insane.
very far, but they can run.
They can
I
swim,
used to
yeah.
live in Florida. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Did this? What are you? I don't know what you are. Staffy man. I don't, what?
I'm a mage,
Oh,
dead girl.
another mage. God help us. Ugh. Yes. Did you actually ask if there's water? If the White Death had been in this room?
Is this where you died? Did the White Death kill you in this room?
Is there water in this room?
I'm gonna go ahead. Don't show me the map, Doug. Yes, there's water in this room.
So one would naturally assume that this would more than likely be the place where I maybe unfortunately met my demise.
How deep is the water in this death hole of yours?
Why don't you swim over here and find out?
Did did any of the other adventurers have an owl with them?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know why anyone would bring an owl in here.
Well, I just wonder,
I'm sure Hootie's wondering that too.
maybe the White Death is owl allergic.
Oh,
Ouch. Yeah, that's not
and I thought my afterlife torment couldn't get any worse.
I was gonna say that's not the ghost talking. That's Doug now.
What did I do wrong in life? Why am I in hell?
Why have I been subjected to this?
Hey, Ghost. Do you think that all these
I
other
have a name. What are Quackmaster?
that who told you my name?
They called me in college.
Do you think that all these previous adventures that came in here didn't actually fail? Maybe they got sick of talking to you and decided it wasn't worth helping you and left because you're so rude.
Deep cuts.
Or maybe,
Yeah, we're just antagonizing a ghost now.
Yeah,
maybe they
why are we
just
fighting with this ghost?
they came looking for riches and treasures as well, and maybe they just weren't up to snuff like pretty much.
While the conversation's going on, can I dive down?
You can dive down, sure.
Middle of
Dive?
the conversation, sploosh. Hey,
I'm out.
where's
Bye.
Baston going?
Yeah, you can dive down, sure.
Okay. Diving down.
Yeah, the water's really deep. It probably goes down at least 10, 15 feet, and it's just gets super dark, and it just keeps going darker and darker and deeper and deeper.
Okay. Yeah, it as I come up, it's just an endless pit down there. Who knows what's down there or where any of these underwater chambers could go.
I have an idea.
Oh.
Of course you do, God.
Wasn't talking to you, dead girl. Okay. I'm wondering if I can modify one of my spells, Doug. If I cast Gust of Wind,
Yep.
but I deliberately try to keep it low power, like I'm not trying to shove half the world away in a tidal wave, can I create enough air inside the water that we can safely breathe and move around under the water?
Yeah, I would say eventually it would rise to the top, though, right?
I don't know. Well, if I do it on Makander, he just sinks.
That's true. I'm just thinking that like water, I mean, air usually rises up to the surface of.
Oh yeah. I'm just wondering. Like,
so you want to like dive down, create this bubble, and just kind of chill out in this bubble.
Well,
while it rises
just to give us some extra time underwater.
Okay.
So that we're not going to drown while we try to explore.
Yeah, I think that you probably could.
Okay.
Or
La, that's your name, yeah?
yeah.
Or
we could present ourselves as White Death bait and make it come to us.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen regardless.
who has the most delicious looking head?
We have Hooter.
It might be me.
Hootie, not Hooter.
Hootie.
Oh, Hootie? I thought Hootie was a Hooter.
Okay, true. That is true. Okay, so we do have one other option. We can go back out of this room,
but inevitable.
We can leave this room because there was another pathway leading straight north. Like we broke left and came into this room on the side. There were two little side shunts that Baston and Makander explored, and we can just continue going north.
Yeah.
Like we've gotten the information out of moaning ghosty lady. Who's
I heard that.
Of course, I was kind of hoping.
Moaning portals. Bothild.
So, okay. Thank you very much for your agonizing assistance. We're going to go now.
Please avenge my death. Please.
We're gonna try.
I wish you all the luck in the world.
But how do we know you'll tell us what we need to know
We don't.
when we do?
I promise that I will tell you. If you avenge my death, that means that I
You'll
can
be-
move on. I don't
You'll
have to be
cursed
tormented
to stay
here.
here. You'll be cursed to stay here if you don't tell us.
I'm sure I will be. I don't want to be here any more than you do. I don't want to hang out with these goblins.
We
and
actually
these
do want to be here, though.
adventurers
Not like
that
long
just
term.
bother me all the
True,
time.
true. All right. Let's leave this room. Let's leave Depresso the ghost here. And go back out and shoot straight north.
Okay, so you want to go past those two?
Yeah, let's avoid those two for now because McAnder and Baston both tried them, didn't have great experiences. So let's try door number 3 or hallway number 3,
Yeah.
as the case may be.
It leads out to some very deep water.
Of course it does. Does anybody have a boat?
Like the prime kind of giant snake water?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Ugh.
Okay.
Probably. The kind of
Is-
deep water where a giant monster would be living. Why not?
Do we question? It leads out into deep water, but can we see the other side?
No, it's just it's
It's
kinda
just
just a big empty.
Like a lake,
Yeah,
some kind. Okay, great underground lake. Okay,
kind of like what the first two inlets were on the side, but it's a larger stretch of deep
just a
water.
larger puddle of water. Okay. Okay. Using my giant Archmaster brain, there were broken carts back in one of those rooms. We could fashion raft and stand on raft.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's a way to get us across the water, or at least into the water without drowning.
I mean, I could take off my armor again and paddle out and see,
We're gonna need a bigger raft.
Okay. Do we have a rope that we can attach to the drowning duck?
I have rope.
Okay. All right. Let's give McAnder another shot at redemption.
All right. I will tie a rope around McAnder's midsection.
All right.
I'm like, I've
McAn-
got ya.
Do I need to make like a thalassophobia check as I swim out?
Oh
This is my real life nightmare right now.
Oh no.
Deep
I'm
bottomless
swimming out.
water.
Yeah, I'm swimming out into the
Okay.
deep blue.
Yeah. You swim out to the deep blue, and you're just kind of wading there for a little while, and you're wading.
Ugh.
It's kind of like you ever watched what was it? Is it deep? What's the
Deep
what's
Blue
the shark?
Sea?
Deep blue sea, where the sharks
Open
are-
water?
Open
Oh.
water. Yeah, that's kind of the
open water
vibes
too,
we're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
in this one.
Oh God, I hate it.
You're just kind of it's kind of dim, but you can kind of you kind of see the down through the water and then all of a sudden you kind of see this white, like almost like snake like body, like a few, probably like 20-30 feet below you, that's just kind of swimming around, and you can see it's like all of a sudden just kind of like darting in and out from your visibility.
Oh.
Pull me back! Pull me back!
Someone could help here.
Yeah, so as you're pulling McAnder back, all of a sudden, this really large sea serpent head with three curved horns emerges from the water and just lets out this huge, terrible, guttural roar. And it just kind of just reeks of centuries of death as it just emerges, as it just gives off this roar. Yeah, all right.
my.
He's going to do an attack now because.
So we're all standing in the entry of this cavern, and McAnder's dangling out there like a fish on a hook.
This is. So
I'm
the sea
trying
serpent,
to haul him in as fast as I can.
the sea serpent, the White Death wraps its tail around McAnder, and
Oh.
tries to squeeze the life out of him.
Oh.
The attack inflicts 2d6 damage.
Okay.
For 7 damage.
Oh, all right.
And the victim cannot move or perform actions that require bodily movement except trying to break free, which takes a strength roll with a bane, but others can help you.
Wow.
Okay. Seems like a perfectly reasonable giant serpent.
Yeah, somebody help me haul McAnder back in.
So now it's like this
I'll
big
help.
tug of war between
Yeah.
White Death
Yeah.
and
A
I'll help.
halfling and a wolfkin trying to tug of war against a giant sea serpent.
Listen, I don't see you doing anything, but standing there with your
No,
staff
I'm
and rope.
hey, I'm
I'll
just
be
saying this is
shooting
a
it.
funny picture.
Yeah.
what's you all want to roll for initiative?
Initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's roll for initiative.
I got a 3.
Oh.
McAnder.
Ooh, that's a 1.
6.
Nice. I rolled a 6.
Also 6.
Okay.
6.
Cool.
6. Okay. So we'll let everybody go, and then the White Death will go last. McAnder,
Okay.
you get to go first since you're trying
Did
to.
we get 3 6s? 6 6 6.
We did,
We did.
unfortunately.
Oh, we're all gonna
This is
die.
ominous. So yeah, McAnder, you have to try to break free. I think unless anybody wants to try to help.
Okay.
McAnder try to.
Well, in the world of Dragonbane, do ducks have teeth?
I don't think so.
Vampire
Do ducks
ducks?
normally have teeth? I don't think
No.
ducks normally have teeth.
No.
I just didn't know if McAnder had like a full set of like human teeth.
No, that'd just be stupid. That'd be
That would be
seriously
creepy as heck.
Right.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to strength out of this.
Okay. So you got to roll with the Bane, which is a disadvantage.
Okay. First is a 2. That's good. Ooh, I got it. Second's
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, you wriggle yourself free, and you start
slippery
paddling
feathers.
even more, and
Now he's really upset that he can't swim.
Santa's pulling you in. Who else had? Who had next? Was it Orla?
Orla got a 2, and then I'm a
2.
3.
Okay, so Orla, you're next. You can see this sea serpent that's just kind of on the surface. Now he's just kind of like swimming towards McAnder now that he's let McAnder's like broken free.
Okay. Well, for free action, I'd like to have Hootie swoop in there and attack, and then I will fire a shot after that.
Okay, sure.
That's going to cost me 3 willpower.
Okay. We haven't really decided what Hootie's going to have for an attack.
Well, he's
I would say-
really powerful talons. Yeah.
I'm going to say we'll probably give him a D8. Is that probably fair?
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and then you got to factor in the allergies, and it gets.
The allergy, yeah.
You got to
Oh.
ramp that up a little bit.
Yeah, because the White Death has allergens.
Yeah. So D8. You want me to roll?
Yeah, we'll roll D8. That's fine.
Okay, you got it. 7 actually.
All right. So he actually has his hide is very very rough scaled. So he actually has like an armor value of 3. So he takes 4 points of damage. Does
Okay.
he go for like any part of his face? Is that what he's trying to like? Where does?
Yeah, I mean the eyes, I think, right?
Okay. Yeah. We'll say
Yeah.
that the Hootie kind of swoops in, claws at his eyes, and then kind of swoops out. And, kind of you see the White Death kind of shake and try to, get Hootie off of him.
Okay, and then I'll follow it up with a shot from my bow.
Sure.
Ooh, that's not a good look from Orla right now.
No, it's actually right on, so that's okay.
Nice.
But that was close. Do some damage here. Ooh, it was looking so good. 11 is still pretty good.
11.
It's not bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got this. So that's going to be 8 more points of damage.
Yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, you aim your bow, goes right into the side of the White Death and kind of sticks in, and you can see it kind of jerk as it penetrates the scales. I think it's Eodin's turn next.
Yipper. I'm going to wind up with a good old-fashioned fireball.
All right.
I'm going to really power this one up, though. I'm going to be like left hand fire, right hand fire, and I'll be like swirling around together and just like Kamehameha. Yeah. So I'm already investing max willpower into this.
Okay.
I can do one more of those two. Shoot. And I rolled an 11, so that's a success.
Awesome.
And that does 3d6 damage. And that will be 11.
So that's another 8 points of damage as well, because he's got 3. So
My willpower here.
you keep this fireball into its direction, and it just as it kind of reels from getting shot in the side with the arrow, it takes a fireball to its face after it just got clawed in the eyes, and you can see it just kind of start to dip down a little bit, and the back end of it kind of lifts up a little out of the water. Can
we smell cooked owl?
Oh.
No. Hootie had
it's an explosion of flaming feathers. Ah, crap.
Who would like to go next? You each had
Krisanna and Baston both had 6s, did they not?
Yeah, and I had a 6 as well. So I'll let you, whichever one you would like to go next.
I was gonna try to pull on the rope.
Okay, so yeah, you pull
Makander back in.
Pull Makander in. He kind of comes in a little bit, more. He's a little more out of the way than he was previously. Baston, what would you like to do?
Baston is going after whatever hump is still above the surface of the water.
All right, are you going to swim out to him first?
Well,
he's not in range, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I do have the throwing spear.
Okay. That might be a good time for that.
Basically,
there you go.
You went fishing with a duck, and now you're trying to reel the monster in.
Now we're trying to harpoon the whale.
Yeah, I would go ahead and use the throwing spear. Otherwise, I will have to swim out there.
Do it.
All right, here we go.
Told you we should have made a raft.
Yeah, well.
I don't think that would be a great idea. He would have smashed that raft into pieces. We'd all be drowning.
That hits.
All right.
And throwing spear. That plus. Sorry, agility for that is a D4. Okay. I was not prepared for that one. Okay. Hey, only 3.
Only 3 points of damage?
Yeah.
So he's got armor scales of 3. So you throw that harpoon out, it hits, but then it bounces right off and kind of lands in the water. Luckily, the throwing spear has a wooden handle, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of it's just floating on the water now at this point.
I'm gonna have to go swimming after.
Yeah. So now it is the White Death's turn. He reaches up and grabs Makander again, and
really wants that duck.
Does his squeeze of death, which is 2d6. There's 3. Does 8 points of damage.
Ooh, that brings me right down to an even 0.
No likey.
So he's restricted right around Makander, and you can see kind of the life of Makander just kind of starting to fade out of his eyes. And everybody, give me an initiative roll again.
Shoot, I got a 6 that time.
Oh.
Do I roll since I'm incapacitated?
Yeah, you would
or
roll.
whatever?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay, 2.
A 10.
Okay. Baston.
6.
6.
Okay. 6. Okay, so what do you have, Makander?
2.
Okay, so you get to go first.
Do I have to make like a death save or something, or what do I need to do?
Wow, I don't know. I haven't. I forget how that all worked with this rules. Yeah, give me a death save. I know that there's.
Do you have a target in mind, or am I rolling against something on my sheet?
It is, I believe. I guess it's against your survival, I think.
Oh, that's not good.
If your
that's
character reaches 0 hit points, you drop to the ground and risk dying. At this point, it is safe to stay put and wait for help. On each turn, you make a death roll against your Constitution attribute.
Constitution. Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
If you succeed on 2 more rolls, you recover D6 hit points.
Great, love it.
Okay, cool.
And if you fail 3, you die.
Okay.
All right, so there's one that you've already succeeded with. I think it is now who had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's me.
Yep.
And you as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
How close is McAnder to us now?
He's been pulled out pretty well because he's now wrapped in the tail of the White Death.
So he's been pulled back outwards?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Okay. So is he? I don't know if this is going to be a good idea.
He's still in like the deep water. You'd probably have to go out and swim to get him.
Can I try to pull him closer?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
That's what I'm going to spend my turn doing, is pulling him closer.
Oh yeah.
So now,
okay, yeah. You go first.
I pull him closer.
Okay.
How closer is closer? Like how far is he from us? Like,
he's pretty close. Like you could kind of reach out and probably grab him if you really wanted to, or at least swim out just a little bit and grab him. Yeah, because now that he's pretty much unconscious, the White Death doesn't really have. He kind of just lets go of him and knows that he's got better.
He's a floaty snack for now.
Yeah, he needs to go after higher priority targets at this point.
I'm gonna dive into the water, and grab him by whatever his tail. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind towards the White Death.
Okay.
In the water to propel us backwards towards Krisanna and everyone else.
Okay.
Like basically to try to eject us from the deep water into the hallway again.
Sure. And you'd probably be pushing the little White Death out
if
as
he's
well.
If he's within 10 meters, I can push him backwards and cause him 2d6 damage, actually.
Okay, yeah, why don't we do that?
Okay, let me see if I can successfully cast the spell.
Okay.
That's a 5. Yes, I'm good.
Excellent. So it does 2d6 damage.
2d6 damage to the beastie.
Basically, it'll like throw him up against the rock wall.
11.
All right, so
I rolled a 6
takes
and a 5.
9 damage on that roll.
All right, and that ejects us backwards into the hallway. And oh boy, am I low on willpower now, boys and girls.
All right.
Don't ask me to do anything spectacular again.
So Krisanna went, Archmaster Eowyn
I'm
went.
done. Yeah, McAnder got squash.
I've got what do you have, Will? How much?
6.
You have 6? Okay, yep. You get to go next.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the White Death, and that looks like it's a good roll. So get some damage here. Oh yes, and then okay. So that's 10 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna, for a free action, I'm gonna have Hootie attack again as well.
Sure.
So Hootie does 8. Yeah.
Hootie's gonna do I want to evade that or do I want to do damage? I'm gonna try to evade that. That attack by Hootie as for my turn.
Okay.
And I actually miss. That's a 12.
So no evasion.
So I did not evade that. So yeah. So what was that for?
So 8 for Hootie,
So
10 for me.
5. So it takes another 12 damage. So 29. All right. Yeah. Good deal. And I tried to evade that Hootie damage, and I did not succeed. Baston, it is now your turn.
Oh. Is the serpent, is it coming towards the hallway, or is it trying to stay out
It's
in the water?
It's coming towards you now. Now that he's kind of made McCanner immobile and he's not responsive, he now knows that hey, guess what? Now I need to take care of business with these others.
Okay, I'm going to hold my stance and just get ready to swing as it gets within range.
Okay.
I'm not helping Baston fight by shoving it away.
I will give you what I will do is I will let you take what you can use this turn to go in whatever initiative position you want for next round. How about that?
That sounds great.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's all roll initiative again.
Oh, roll your boat.
Ugh.
Wow.
Oh
One.
dear.
Nice. McCanner goes 1. Oh, I thought maybe I was going to go last, but I'm.
Man is going to go tomorrow.
Yeah,
All right.
apparently.
So Orla goes then. Orla. Okay.
I have a
And
7.
You have a 7. So basically, McCanner has a 1. It goes McCanner, McCanner, Eowyn, Ula, me, and then Chrisana. So Baston, you can go wherever you want. If you want to go first, or if you want to go after McCanner, you want to go. Basically, you can insert yourself anywhere in that lineup.
Oh man, I think I want to go after the White Death.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, because it's probably going to move in closer, so then you'll be able to swing at it. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so you'll go after the White Death, but before Chrisana.
Yeah.
So McCander gets to make another death save.
So McCander, do another death save.
Another success.
All right.
Cool.
So is it 2 successes and they get to
He
roll?
If he
It's
rolls 3,
successes.
he gains D6 hit points
D6.
and can stop rolling.
Excellent. All right, so that's 2 for McCanner. Now it is who's number 7?
That was me. Oh
that
my
was
god.
you.
It was 7?
Oh,
That's after 1. Wow, okay. I am going to since I can still throw a small fireball, but I'm going to try and rescue McCander. I'm going to make a healing roll. If I succeed on it, he automatically gains the D6 hit points and he can act.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Nice.
And I rolled a 7, so I succeeded.
Nice.
So do you want to roll the D6 or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. 4.
All right.
You have
Nice.
4 hit points and you are alive. And I would like to adopt the title of Mage Cleric. And that's my turn.
All right, Orla, it's your turn.
All right. I've got 3 more points of willpower that I can spend, and then this will be the last chance for Hootie to attack. So Hootie's gonna swoop in, talons flared, wings. Oh my gosh! I rolled another freaking 8. That
Nice.
I love this D8. I'm gonna keep it forever. Okay. And then
it swoops down, tries to attack its head. Now its head is like all torn up with these, owl talons just attacking
Go
it.
Hootie. Love it. Hootie's the best. All right, and then I'm gonna try and fire off another arrow. Oh, I missed.
Do you want to roll that and take a condition, and you'll have you can re-roll that, take a condition, and then you'll just have a bane with whatever attribute that
Do I get to pick which
you
one
get
it
to pick?
is?
Yes.
Then I will. Yes.
Okay. Which would you like? Dazed, sickly, exhausted, angry, scared, dirty?
Yeah. I think this is gonna make me a little dirty. I feel a little dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, All right.
Yeah.
Re-roll it and see what you get.
Okay. Oh my word. Okay, well, I rolled a 20, so
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
can I re-roll it again? Can I take another condition?
No.
There's
you
only
can't do that.
one. You can only do one at a time.
So, Jason, would you like to take the? Would you like to have Will roll a d6 so he can tell you what mishap happens with that roll?
Sure.
What do you roll for your d6 there, Orla? 1.
1.
All
Ooh,
right.
one's actually not too bad.
No, it's not.
Hang on here. Just gotta get to the table. Okay. You drop your weapon at your feet. Picking it up is your entire action for the next round.
Okay.
All right.
It's so slippery. When you pulled it back, it just went plang and flew away.
Do not like.
So that was Eodin, Orla. Now I get to go.
oh, jeez.
That's a 2.
Ooh,
So,
good.
who has the highest strength?
Oh, probably McAnder.
Yeah, I have 16.
Oh, McCander,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh no.
McCander, not McCander.
Wait.
Wait.
That would be me. 18.
Oh,
You have 18?
You have 18? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
Good grief.
All right. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right. So the White Death rises up out of the water and just opens its maw and just swallows Bastion
Yes.
with its mouth, and it does 2d6 damage to
That's fine.
Bastion.
Give it to me.
That's 2. That's 5. So he does 7 damage. The
Minus
player
2.
character can keep attacking the sea serpent from within, where it has no armor rating.
Oh.
But for each round spent in the beast's belly, the victim suffers d6 damage on their turn.
That makes sense.
The victim does get out once the monster is dead.
I mean, that's good.
That's
I almost
Side-
kind
that's
of want to get eaten by it too.
I feel like it's that scene in Men in Black where he's like, "Eat me, and he blows it up from the inside.
And here's the good thing, Bastion, you get to actually go next.
Yay! All right,
From inside the beast.
from inside,
And
where it's nice
there's-
and soft and warm and gushy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. That is with my mace.
Feel a massive case of indigestion.
Isn't that mace spiky too?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even
That's a
if
total of
Baston
5.
dies, that thing is gonna suffer passing that.
5 damage total.
5 damage total. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can outside. Of course, you don't see this on the inside, Bastion, but on the outside, you all kind of see this White Death just kind of all of a sudden just kind of just like stop in its tracks and just kind of like jerk around a little bit, and it's kind of like it's not really sure what it's. You're not really sure what's going on with it with its movement, but it's definitely moving rather quirky because. Basson is beating it up on the inside.
Bulgy stomach moments. Like,
Yeah.
Chrisana, what would you like to do at this point?
How close
hold on
is
to her
the
hand.
serpent
McCanner?
to me?
Oh, it's. I mean, you could probably throw something at it, or you could probably swim out to it if you
I
wanted
don't want
to.
to throw something at it. I want to be
Okay.
within stabbing range of it.
You'd probably have to swim out to stab it.
Okay. Fine. I'll swim out to stab it.
Okay. I'll let you since you're kind of small and you can kind of we'll say that you swim out really quickly and I'll let you get in a little stabby action if you want.
I want to backstab it because
All right.
it is already in melee with Bastion, who's inside of it right now.
Ooh, I like it.
All right.
So that counts as a sneak attack, which cannot be dodged or parried, and I get a boon to the roll.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
Where's my other there it is. Okay. For knives, I succeed at my stabbing.
Excellent. And what does it do for damage?
I also get I get the number of dice rolled for the damage is increased by 1. So I get to roll 2d8
Nice.
plus the d6.
Cool.
I only have 1d8 handy, so I'll have to roll this twice. All right. So that's going to be 7 plus 2 is 9.
Yeah, you swim up to it, and let me just make sure that you give it the old stabby stab, and you just cut this huge gash into its side, and you can see all these like sea serpent guts kind of float out into the water, and
delicious.
Some all sorts of blood
into the water you're
guts
swimming in.
Into the water you're swimming in.
Yeah.
And it gets into Orla's clothes, because Orla's all dirty, so because Orla's nearby, and that's how she gets all dirty. Yeah, so that's the last turn. It's now just kind of, it's not moving very fast, but it is kind of, it's in rough shape. So everybody roll a d6 or d10 for initiative. I rolled a 9, by the way.
Oh, where is my d10 now? I lost it. There we go. I rolled a 10, so bleh.
Orla gets to go first.
I got a 2.
Orla and then
Question.
Mikander. Sure.
So Hootie can do free actions, things like scouting and maybe picking stuff up. Could Hootie pick up my bow and give it to me, and then I could still shoot it?
Sure. Well, I would say you'd have to go out there and get it, and then I'd say he could probably return it to you, so you'd have it for next turn.
Okay. That works.
Okay.
Then I have
See ya.
a bow.
Excellent.
Wait, can he do that? And while he's doing that, then I can throw a knife?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to do that then. It's not as good, but it's something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, never mind. I miss.
Yep. You throw that knife, and it goes through the water, and it just kind of sinks down.
Never
going to
see that again.
Who had 2? Did somebody have 2? Mikander did?
Yep. Well, at the start of this, I stripped off all my gear, so I'm probably going to swim back towards the mouth of the tunnel and get away because
sure.
Because I also only have 4 health.
Right.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, to go get your gear and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Did anybody have anything 4, 3, 4, 3? Oh yeah, okay. Basson, go
right.
for it.
Yep. All right, that'll hit. 8 this time.
Yeah, you take that mace, and you just it basically kills this sea serpent, by the way. So you can I'm going to let you take the wheel, and you can describe it. So then, because I mean, this is going to be
Amanda's just pre-cringing now.
Sea serpent decimation is
how gross is this gonna be?
Amanda loves my descriptions.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm in there. I'm covered in mucus and stomach acid, and it's starting to kind of really tighten around my body. So I get the mace and I just cram it right through its stomach, and out bursts all the viscera and intestines and all the happy fun stuff. And I poke my head out and I say, "Here's Johnny!"
Oh, God.
You.
All right. So at that point, the White Death is just this floating carcass of a sea serpent floating on the top of the water, and you see Baston like climbing out of the carcass, and immediately right there is Chrisana.
Ugh. Ah. Blah. You need a hand?
I
You
will-
got it?
Well, help me get the horns off this so that we have proof for the ghost over there.
Okay.
Don't
Just-
forget your
just
spear, Baston. Don't forget your spear.
Yes. I'll get to that. Don't you worry. But Christina, if you would just hold on to this while I hack away at it, that'd be great.
Okay.
And I'm just like beating this crap out of the skull to get the
We've gone
horns
full
loose.
monster hunter now. We're just harvesting for parts.
I feel like there might be a
Right.
better way to do this than just smacking it.
Especially with a
it's
mace.
fine. It's fine.
He's
brains
Trying to
and-
beat the horns
everything
off
is
with a
just-
spiked mace. That's just brutal.
And I'm the one who's dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. You should automatically get that condition.
Yeah,
there,
I think
Baston.
I think Baston does get that condition. Let's put it out there that yeah, kind of just
Dirty
looks like a
Baston.
butcher, like and like you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
see, when they come out of the meat room, like that's
Like
that's
the
kind of what
was that
Yes.
that Robin Hood movie? I'm gonna Carter's hut out with a spoon because it'll
Yeah.
hurt more.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, you know what, Basson, I totally forgot that while you were in the White Death's stomach, you actually, before you climbed out, you actually found Bothild's master-crafted battle axe.
Whoa.
What?
Wow, then.
Yeah, and it is a strength requirement of 10, which you have, a
yeah.
durability of 12.
Wow.
Nice.
Sorry, it's a broad axe. Sorry, I thought I said battle axe. Broad axe.
Oh, wow.
So actually, you could probably show that axe, and the ghost would probably know that you defeated the White Death.
Well, no, I still want to bash its skull in and
Okay,
take the horns.
we'll
and
let
have-
you
Okay.
bash its skull in then.
Chrisana's going to help me with that anyway. So,
Yeah.
you got a little brain on you, right? Kind of right. Yeah. No, other side.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow. Oh. I'm just standing there on the edge of the tunnel like this is disgusting, and I'm glad I'm not in it at all. I mean, I'm all for research, but no. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you swim back, and McCander's putting back on his gear, and Orla is reuniting with Hootie,
Picking up her bow.
and their bow. Yeah.
I'll give.
Okay.
I want to give McCander the axe.
Ooh.
What a gift.
Well, I feel
Ooh.
bad because you nearly drowned and you almost died, and you were brave and you went out there and did your thing. So here you go.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
I kinda
unbelievably
like,
nice
I
of
like
you,
the
Baston.
bashing. I like the bashing more than I do the cutting. So
He likes the crunchy noises things make when he hits them.
yes. Oh, there's nothing better when the sound when the bones just. Gotta love
Okay.
it.
All right.
So let's just take the evidence back to the Depresso ghost.
Depresso ghost.
What else am I supposed to call
All
that
right.
ghost? That
Yeah.
ghost is bummed.
So you go back down through the through the corridor and make your turn again. I won't make you roll for swimming and all that.
If I had the horns, I would literally walk into the room, take each horn, and just throw them right through her and walk away.
Look what we have.
Yeah, the ghost looks down at you and is like, that's my broad axe.
Wait. Oh my god.
We killed it. We killed the thing.
I didn't realize this was Bothild's spirit. I completely blanked on that. Wow. You are a horrifyingly bad dwarf, madam.
So she says, you must have killed the White Death.
Yeah, see, we've got its horns.
Must we have?
Unbelievable. I can now ascend to the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, off
wait,
you go.
Wait. That piece of statue.
Yes. So the statue was buried in my with my body.
Where's that?
Which is
if you go out this chamber, take the first right,
Mm-hmm.
and follow that down, and then there's an antechamber there, and then there's a way to get into it. You just have to say the right words, and it will open the door.
Which are
Honor, wealth, and mother.
Oh, okay.
You say those 3 words, and it will open up, and you can get to my remaining to my remains.
My remaining remains.
Yeah.
All right. I am a big fan of it not being water-based. I'm all for it.
It's still underwater, but you'll have
Still
to
kind of wet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's still wet all around here.
Fine. I mean, I'm just worried for McAnder. That's all. I'm just.
Yeah. No.
Water
get it.
has not been kind to McAnder.
I
No.
still have a rope around him. It'll be fine. We can just drag him.
Yeah. So as Bothild tells you that where the remaining statue piece is, she's like, "Thank you, adventurers," and she starts to fade away and disperse and up into nothingness.
What an absolutely insufferable phantasm.
Yeah. Wow.
I want to say that right before she's fully gone, so
Yeah,
she hears it, and that's the last thing she hears.
She's like,
Like the last thing she hears.
hears.
You guys are assholes. All right. All right. Let's go get this over with for the love of Bothild.
Sure. You go down this corridor. It is pretty shallow water up until one part, which I just say that you swim through for the sake of time. And since, the White Death is no longer around.
Well, we will all of us help McAnder across.
Yeah. You've got the buddy system now when you're swimming.
Like teaching a toddler to swim. You can swim over.
You enter this half-submerged rock chamber, and it's illuminated by glittering stars reflected on the water. It's deja vu again. A stylized portrait of a female dwarf with a raised axe and a silver apple in her hands adorns the door of stone, whose arch is inscribed with glittering runes. 3 severed hands are lying on the floor in front of the door.
Oh.
And we
There is
will walk up
writing
to
on
the
the
thing
door.
and say,
There's writing
Sorry?
on the door that has 3 words on it. And yeah. You can probably guess what those 3 words are.
walk up and say, Klaatu Varata.
I was just thinking the
Those
same
aren't the
thing.
words. That's not what you said to say.
Did you really say those 3 words? Did you just say that?
I wouldn't know to say those words, so no. I was just being silly.
All right.
Archmaster Aodon would never. What'd you call my mother?
What did you say, McAnder?
Oh god, now I'm scared. Honor, wealth,
Mother.
honor, wealth, mother.
Yeah. You see that this door kind of opens up to the right in front of you, right there. right
Mhm.
on that side.
The edge of the map there, yeah.
Yeah, and it opens up into this chamber, this dry chamber.
Oh, thank God for dry.
It smells kind of damp and algae, and there's an emptiness as the door slides open. A sarcophagus is standing upright in the far corner of the room, behind an altar of white stone inscribed with its half-finished runes. The dwarf woman from the door is also seen on the lid of the sarcophagus, which you know now is Bothild. And the floor is made up of tiles with stylized mouths, eyes, hands, and feet, and littered with masonry tools.
This is weird architecture.
You also see on top of the altar is a piece of the statue.
Ah.
Is it her head?
No, it would be the next, whatever the
Oh.
waist or whatever it is.
Oh, of the statue we're looking for.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to Bothild's statue, the headless one in the lobby.
No.
We have feet. We need the torso.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. We will scoop that up. I'm going to cast heat in the room. I can do that. It just causes an area around me to heat up, just to dry us off a little bit.
Nice.
I'm tired of being wet. I'm wearing robes. Do you know what wet robes feel like?
Oh, they're
It's
not fun.
disgusting.
So yeah, so you found the piece of the statue. It's up to you what you want to do next after the pretty much get out of the.
I hate to say it, but we should be tomb robbers.
I don't dislike the idea.
I mean, she's dead. The dwarves are gone.
I'll say
Who
all
else is
we're
gonna-
doing is stealing from goblins. I mean,
Yes, I am a
goblins will
fan
take
of
it
that
if we
line of
don't.
thought.
This is true.
Yes, let's crack open that sarcophagus. Have a look around. What's the worst we're going to find? Bothild will be.
She already ascended, so she can't haunt us anymore.
That's
Well,
true.
one would hope.
So you're gonna open the sarcophagus?
Oh yeah,
Apparently.
like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's it can be easily opened. It contains treasures equivalent to 4 treasure cards,
Oh.
and of course so
It's also full of dusty bones.
yeah, just full of it's full of bones without a head,
What?
without a head.
No head,
What's with
remember?
There's no
And
head. Remember?
because
It eats
the White
heads.
Death eats heads. It ate her head.
Weren't you following along with the story that I was?
So did
I
the
know
White
there's a lot
Death?
of I know there's a
Did the-
lot of ridiculous that goes on in these.
Did the
these
White
actual
Death
stories.
crawl out of the little water tunnel and eat the head off the statue too?
No, someone.
That's just
someone,
coincidence.
someone must have knocked it off.
I feel like I've been robbed of some sort of story thing. Okay. Fine. I'm going to tell people that that's what happened, though. That's going to be
Okay.
my White Death story.
That's fine. Yeah. So you see some. We'll say that there's.
4
I don't know.
treasure cards. I like
We'll
this.
say that. Yeah, I don't know what I've got. I'll have to figure out.
We'll have
what
to
we-
draw
what-
us some treasure cards.
Yeah, I'll give you some treasure here in that when we're off the session. In between sessions, I'll give you each a treasure. How about that?
Treasure.
I legit don't see anything about treasure in here.
I thought there was a treasure chart, but maybe not.
There probably is. I probably just went past it. I'm scrolling quickly.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, so you've pretty much looted this room.
All right.
What would you like to do next?
And now we have more statue.
And you've got
Yes, we have more statue.
You have half of the statue, so you have 2 of the 4 pieces now.
not
Now
bad.
the trick is how do we get back out of here without the goblins seeing all the
What's
loot?
the significance of the statue?
Oh,
that's
right. Hey,
'cause
Orla.
no,
Welcome to the
Orla,
group.
it's just a
Whoops.
little collectible thing we're doing. Don't worry about it.
It's a
Oh,
scavenger
like-
hunt.
It's like Pokemon. Got it.
Yeah,
Yes.
What's a Pokemon?
sure.
Completely forgot Orlo was
Yeah.
here and didn't know.
I love
feel
I love the
stupid.
fact. I love the fact that there's this whole meta plot going on, and Orla's just like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is what we're doing. This is what's going on." Cool.
We're all like, look at this
Happy
pile
to
of
roll
treasure.
with it.
And we're more excited about this chunk of a statue than Orla's like,
Literally
what is
just
wrong
like
with
a
these people?
statue's butt. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh boy.
I love that. I love that.
Oh my God, I completely forgot.
Yeah. So you can go out of the. We'll say that you can get out of the mine pretty easily, and go back through. The
As
square if you
we
want.
pass the Goblin Queen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her I got her a present, and when she comes over, I'm gonna give her one of the horns, grab her by the head, and just give her one of them nice big puppy licks,
the big wet dog
and
lick.
just walk away.
Oh,
nice.
dude.
She
Like
she
goblin
just kind of
foreplay.
she stands there and she kind of likes that, and she says, "Mighty warrior, you and your grand adventurers are much more surprising than I had given you credit for. You
can
have-
you, like, get a room. This
you
is
have-
gross.
Yeah.
Super well spoken for a goblin. What
You
about
now have an ally with my clan, and we are taking up arms because our goblin seers foretell of a great evil that is about to descend upon this land, and we are preparing for battle. If you ever need us for assistance, you know where we will be."
You got it, baby. Mwah.
I don't understand what happened here, but it's awesome.
As I'm walking away, my tail's just a wagging.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So did you give her one of the horns?
Yeah.
So she's just standing there and she's holding the horn, and she's
Thing's
just
probably
like,
worth more than the entire clan.
she kind of gazes up at you, and she's just like, "Wow, this person defeated the White Death." And you can just tell that there's like huge admiration that like you defeated this monster that plagued their they didn't even go down into the mines because of that creature.
And now they can.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening here anymore, but I think it's awesome.
as she holds the giant horn up from the White Death, she holds it up above her head, and then like you hear all of as you're walking out of the mine and out of the door and back into the ravine, you hear the goblins just cheer in jubilation that the White Death has been defeated, and and you guys have now gotten an ally with the goblin
What's
army
going
of
on?
Bothild, Bothild's Lode, and you have 2 of the 4 pieces of the statue.
Which
and,
we will explain that in post to Orla.
Fine. It's fine.
I don't think
don't
we
worry
will.
about it.
I don't
No,
think we
it's
will.
fine.
I think
We're
we're just going to keep that just a
collecting-
mystery until all 4 are assembled, and then like all.
And then something will happen, and we'll all
That's when
be
Orla
fine.
has some key piece of knowledge, like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" As we put the 4th piece together.
something will happen. It'll you get the. And Orla will be like, "Oh no, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah,
I'm
how
out.
about
No,
yeah,
forget
me
this.
and Hootie are out of here, you
guys
guys.
are crazy. You guys are crazy."
We're not doing this. Goodbye.
I like, you know what I'm kind of keen on is I'm kind of keen on the fact that Orla can have a different animal companion for every episode, because we go into different areas and the companions will only stay in the area they're familiar with.
Orla's just going to randomly pick up different animals
Yeah.
as we wander around.
I'm just curious
Yeah.
to see what the next animal is called.
I feel like it has to be like a 90s rock
Pop band, yeah.
pop band reference. Like you have to come up with some sort of, since we had Hootie this episode, we should have some sort of 90s.
I mean, that would not be difficult. I
All right.
do happen to know a thing or two about the 90s.
Yeah, a thing or two,
So
yes.
do I. Yeah.
Youth.
So yeah. On that note, we will call it a session. You completed Bothild's Lode, and like I said, got the 2nd piece of the statue, gained an ally and an army that would probably help you, or maybe you'll see some of these characters in the later on in your travels. Do you have any idea where you'd like to head to next?
Okay, so we
Disneyland.
went. We went to the right, to the bottom right-hand corner. Yes.
Yeah. Let me just. I'll bring the map back up on screen because I still have that. So yeah, so you know that there is a temple. What did we say? We said something about a temple of the purple flame. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, the temple of the purple flame. You know that
Yep.
that's also an area of interest. There's also a few more areas of interest that you might.
Oh, okay. So we actually went to the bottom left then. Okay. I
Yeah.
was wrong.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So we went to the left. We got that piece. I say we go north
Okay.
I'm down.
Sounds
with that.
good.
through the Iron Forest to the next destination.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So you all are headed north, and you are leaving Bothild's mine and hear cheers of the goblin army from behind you. And on that note, we'll call it a session. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank everyone for playing. Like I said, these are the beta adventures, so we don't actually have all the adventures for the adventure book for Dragonbane, but we should probably get those here shortly. I know that they're working on a few more pieces of art and some layout for the last few adventures. So that's the really cool thing about this box set is it's got like pretty much these adventure sites, and you can kind of plug them wherever you want and play them in any order and kind of make your own campaign. Unfortunately, we're kind of limited because they've only released so many adventure sites so far. But by the time we're done, it should all be out to in PDF form to backers, which is
The
really
PDF
cool.
jumped from like 36 pages to like 112 pages
Yeah,
in the last update. So
Nice.
they're adding a lot of content.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a fun system, and as you can see, it's pretty easy to pick up and play. I think it's going to be a great product for Free League, and I don't know if it's. I know a lot of folks are saying that it doesn't quite feel like what they're used to for Demon. Was it Drakar och Demonar?
The original. Yeah.
The original one. But I think it's going to be a really fun system, and it's going to bring a whole new audience to that game and that IP. So
I like
really
the variety
excited.
they're adding. The variety they're adding is really cool.
So, all right. That's going to do it. I want to thank Amanda, Josh, Austin, Jason, Will for joining us. We'll try to have another episode next month. Hopefully we can fit it in. I know that February and the beginning of March is fairly busy, so keep an eye out. We'll have some more adventures coming your way. Remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye. This video is brought to you by Black Moon Games. Check out their products at shop-black-moon.com.
Oop.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you would be so kind, and make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe, all the YouTube jazz that we're supposed to do here. It really is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to support us more, you can check us out on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/victoryconditiongaming. They have all sorts of Patreon perks, and it definitely helps support our show. Thank you so much.